How is everyone doing on this fine, beautiful day on whatever day you might be watching, day or night I should say. I wanted to do a little update on my jacket. I actually had to do other videos, but I'm currently waiting on items from Amazon to arrive so that I can make sure I do them correctly, because I did my research because I'm trying to do some self-watering stake poles for my plants. Found out that you were needing cotton wick rope so that I can actually function. Anyways, anywho, I've been working on my jacket, and an update also on my mental health and how I have been doing today. Today is what day is it today? I think it's Wednesday. Wednesday, January, some Wednesday. Today is just like, it's been one of those days that I went for a walk this morning. And then after the walk, I came home, cooked lunch, and then after that lunch, I started kind of moving some plants that I have been needing to replant, even though I'm going to be making a video of repotting some. The ones I repotted were kind of not nothing that anyone would be too excited about, but the way I designed them, though, how I repotted them was kind of interesting of what I'm thinking. So here, actually, let me show that before I start on the jacket, because normally, and then as you can clearly see who's here, it's this girl. And on the opposite side is my other girl. I literally have to open these drawers so that they can sleep in them, because they do not want to sleep anywhere else. So yeah, so these are the plants that I kind of did. Propagations I did, some of the planters that they went in that I cleaned out. These are the ones that I had over my bed that I kind of wanted to. I went to the craft store and found these, this branch, and I decided to kind of do this, so it's kind of going to be going up the branches. I'm hoping the vision that I have in my head turns out. So, and then I also did this to this other one that was also kind of this stake is not as big. I had that a long time ago. I originally was gonna try to do something like this, but for some reason I didn't use it. So I was looking for plant stakes and I couldn't find any, so I decided, let me see if I can do that. And I'm going to be placing those over my bed. Also, as you can clearly see, so that's what I was doing today. Some of these I got a fencing post. I got this fence post that I want to kind of paint and do something funky with it. I might record it when I decide to paint it, but I need to go get brushes and paint for that as well. And then these are going to be the poles that I'm going to be doing the the self-watering, I can't even think of the word I was thinking of, the self-watering stake poles. That's what I'm trying to create. Watch the video, because normally last time, the ones that I was creating, I just did out of I didn't do, my partner did these ones, and they're hard to water. And then the other one I did, I think I created a video, if not then yeah, is these ones. And again, they're not self-watering or anything like that, so they're really hard to keep them wet. So literally I just made them for. Oh, and I also moved this guy, because I thought I had originally potted him, and one thing, see all these I need to move over, because these are I've had these for a while. Look at this girl. But anyways, a lot of little things that I have to do. So, it's a little update. So I came back and you took my chair. And you don't care. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move you home, girl. Vente. What are that? I am too big for you to. I am too big for you to be sitting next to me on the chair. I know you want to do that, and I'm sorry. I don't want to make these videos too long. But today, I think I was talking about it, but anyways, today, this is, update on the jacket. And then I'll talk as I'm doing it. Because this video gets really long, and then, because I blabber. I think I don't talk a lot, I actually do talk a lot. But this is actually something new that I've decided to add. This is going to be on the end of the sleeve, you would say. And the back of it, it's like this. I had originally bought these for face masks that I was kind of, see how extra I am, I was going to put them on the bottom so they were able to dangle. I think this one I was going to put like along the end. And since I still do not know how to sew, as you can clearly see, the sewing machine's over there. Been sitting there for the longest time without me doing anything. I need to kind of pick it up again. But I do not know why I haven't. Because I actually been working on this jacket and kind of really want to finish this jacket because I just want to wear it. I want to be extra when I go out. But kind of what I do, it would have been easier if I would have sewed this through the sewing machine, but since I do not know how to really work it, I've been sewing it. I pinned it down with these, what would you call them, bobby pins? I don't know what you would call them. What would you call them? Whatever they're called, I pinned them down with these. I pinned them down with whatever these are called. Again, I've never, ever sewed in my life. I have actually, like back in like, I think it was called like home economics. I made a pillow, I sewed a pillow, and I actually, I think that is where I found the love of beading, I think. And I also did like some beading, and I embroidered. Anyways, you guys got the point. If you did not get the point, then fuck off. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's kind of like something that I've kind of been doing today. And I've been sewing. I've poked myself so many freaking times. And if you can clearly see, like some of these areas are like kind of fudged. So again, this is something you guys, whoever watches this can see. This is something I've just picked up because I wanted to get out of my head. I wanted to get out of my mind and do something different, try to discover myself. I see, and sometimes, but one of the things that this is teaching me, and I already messed up, as you can clearly see. Now I have to untangle it. But pretty much, like I was saying, this has really taught me patience. Patience with myself, and has taught me something creative I never knew I could do. Okay, let me do this because I can. I'm not that patient yet. And the thing about these pearls is that they like, when I'm sewing, you would say, it gets stuck on them, so I need to make sure that I don't make this thread so long. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying is, so you can kind of clearly see this is, I was going to use this as a mask for for a project. I was trying to create masks and face masks, and I was putting this along the nose bridge, you would say, and I never used it. So right now, I don't know, I was cleaning my shelves out, and out of nowhere I see this, and I was like saying, it's like, hey, you know what, let me use this for sleeves, or use it somehow, and then this just came about. Again, I've never done this, so whoever's watching this and actually has known, if this ever stumbles on anyone watches this that actually knows how to do this and laughs, at least you gotta laugh. I was just doing it, trying to learn something new to kind of get out of my mind, and this came about. And basically what this video is about is an update on my jacket, update on life. I really don't want to give out any pointers because I'm not a professional. The only pointer that I can give is just pick something up, try something new. So me picking up the camera and recording myself, and then the other things that I've been kind of doing on the side, learning how to cook, kind of learning how to do these little, I want to say like custom things on my clothings, because I was being the kind of person when I was growing up, I would say that I didn't like having the same things that other people had. Even though I never did anything like this, like I was always like, I think maybe that's why I became following like big brand like Louis Vuitton and all those high fashion lines, was because people back home, Reno, Nevada, really not a lot of people. And I poked myself. Not a lot of. I lost count how many times I've poked myself with a freaking needle already. Today, which is Wednesday, I was kind of like, something just came over me, and I was just like, the thought of being tired, of just exhausted, of like going through this journey of me discovering myself is just, maybe it's something that it's a never ending battle. I thought about my mom again today, and it's almost her birthday. Her birthday's January 24th. She's an Aquarius. I always did everything. I always try to go above and beyond for her. Maybe because it was since I was a middle child and trying to get attention from my mom, my parents. I always went above and beyond, and it was not only for them. It was always for everyone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's almost her birthday, so I'm thinking about her, and I'm thinking, should I call out and say happy birthday? But then just like saying that little thing, just because the camera's not facing me, just tearing up, thinking about like, I'm really not ready, because it's just all the stuff that she said is still stings. And I know, like I seen it, and it's just like I have to think that, well, not think, I have to know that like we're all damaged. Oh, there I poked myself again. We're all damaged, and maybe I know, like I'm trying to know that she didn't mean it on purpose, or maybe she did, and I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to believe myself. Seeing how it goes. Yeah, that's kind of. So I decided to do something different today, and it was not different, I should say. So I decided to kind of, because I remember when I was young, I used to love clothing. When I was clothing. Yeah, I used to love clothing. I used to play dolls with my sister, and I used to always love dressing them up. And I remember one time I did actually say, I think the first person that I saw that was Latino, because grew up in a Latino house, like a Hispanic household. I don't know where I saw it, because when I was growing up, we only watched Spanish TV. It's really funny because sometimes my partner asks about these shows that I've never watched, and I'm like, I grew up watching Televisa Univision, mi novelas, Marimar, how I love that novela. I've been trying to see where I can find it anywhere. Yeah, so it's just like, going back to my little thing, story time. And anyways, we were watching Hispanic TV, and I don't know, I think it was on some show that I heard the name Oscar de la Renta. Just why I try to say Oscar de la Hoya. I don't even know which. Oh my God, there's two. There's one that's called and see how I already messed up because I'm over here talking. I can't talk in. So yeah, as you can clearly see that I am no professional. What the fuck is this shit? Like, what happened right here? Like, I don't know. See, I was talking and, but it's okay. It's okay. This is my first piece. I have to be proud of myself. But anyways, let me look it up actually so I don't sound dumb. I'm gonna leave that in there, but yes, it was Oscar de la Renta. So this is a guy that I think I saw on some show, and I was like, oh, I saw his dresses, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I want to do something like that. I want to like create clothing and make women beautiful, because I've always admired the woman's body of no matter what shape or anything. It's just like, women go through a lot. Women have to go through a lot of shit. So I'm someone that has always admired women. But anyways, I kind of got enamored with that person, and one time I was like drawing on. I remember drawing dresses, and like was proud of them. And my mom was like, something was like, "Oh, that's not for boys. Boys, that's only for women. Women do that." So, anyways, I hid myself, and I was just like, it was something that me being someone that always tried to make my mom proud, because I always try to fight for her attention, because when she got into a new relationship, I kind of fell in the background. And so, anyways, I stopped that, and right now, to close that little story, I decided right now that I'm not talking to my family and I isolated myself, try something like this and try where my craft takes me. Even though I did not make this jacket, I bought this jacket in Santee Alley, and I was gonna use it for something else, and I decided to create this. But so far, this is the end. That is it. It is stuck on there, and I'm gonna probably go over it one more time off camera. I am done. So the only thing I think I'm going to be doing is cutting a little bit of this grid or whatever the hell it is with these little scissors. So let's cut away. That way it doesn't get stuck as I'm putting my pan in there. I'm gonna try to snip it right here because somehow it folded. There. Now, let me go try it on in the bathroom. I do have to say that this, just hand sewing it, because I knew, or maybe it takes this long, it took me almost an hour just to sew this thing on. So, and if you can already see, I was just looking at it, you can see that some of the little, I don't know if you can really, it's gonna pick up, but some of the thread where it kind of looped. So I need to kind of clean that up. Let me go try it on. I was cleaning my hands today. We're at the gym before I go to the gym later on. I'm really trying to stay consistent. You know, actually working out has helped me mentally, I do have to say. Gives me consistency of staying consistent with me. This looks hella extra, bro. So I don't know how far, I just uploaded a video. I did, an update. But I don't know how far I was in it, so I don't know what to point out. But this is what I did today. And then what I've worked on so far is, let me see if I can zoom in. I've worked on this side beading on the shoulder. I'm still gonna add more stuff on like the side of the shoulder, like along this side. So this is kind of what I've done so far with the other beading. And then this is where it started with that I need to work on next. You can clearly see. I also kind of have been thinking about if the collar looks a little plain. So now I've been thinking about that. But yeah, so far this is what this looks like, this update. This crazy jacket that I kind of just decided to work on, or kind of came to me, and I have never worked on anything like this again. And I'm proud of myself. I have to really say that I'm very, very utterly proud of myself, because instead of me continuously just scrolling through social media and like watching YouTube videos of things that really are like YouTube videos of, how would I put them, like reality YouTube videos. I wouldn't say, like, some YouTube videos are motivational and inspiring and they teach you some things. These YouTube videos were really not teaching you anything. Like, I watched, they're called Las Perdidas from Mexico. So they do teach you how to like have fun. Let's say that. Let's teach you something. But there's some that really don't teach you anything that I was like thinking, it's like, hey, you know what, maybe I should start recording something and start recording for myself so that I can maybe watch these later, or maybe someone watches these and actually understands that, hey, it's okay if you're lost, it's okay if you're depressed, it's okay if you feel like giving up, because today that's how I felt. And today I have to say that I was proud of myself because I walked, I made myself something to eat today. I worked on my jacket. I worked on my plans. There's a lot of little other things that I've kind of allowed because of this mental health stuff, but I'm proud of myself. And if you're watching this, I really hope that you are proud of yourself as well as you're proud of yourself as well as whatever little accomplishment you made in that day. I hope that you really start learning how to love yourself and letting go of those people that really are just there draining you and not necessarily providing or giving you the exact same vibration or energy that you're giving them. So that's something that I'm learning, and it's really hard because as a Latino, I just want to reach out to my parents, reach out to everyone that I love so dearly and say, you know what, let's squash it and start over, but I can't. I have to do things differently, and this time is me repairing myself. And if you stumbled across this video, it's probably because maybe you should start working on yourself, or maybe you just clicked on it or got something like cool like this. Like, just start discovering yourself, and like that's what I'm doing, and be amazed at what you discover once you start actually working on yourself and really loving yourself. But that is it for this video. Sorry that I blabbered all over it. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, send it to anyone that might enjoy this video, and also comment anything below if anyone watches this. That is it. Till next time, stay beautiful, but most of all, stay kind to yourself. Adios.